Hello League of Legends players, welcome to a gameplay and a very important video about something that's going on in League of Legends. Alright, so today I'll be playing the wonderful, the beautiful Vi in the jungle, but I also have a subtopic. It's a topic about money in League of Legends. And what sparked the idea for this video was the release of the new chroma packs, which is literally, paying money just to change the color of your character. And, you can do this really easily just in Paint, and it's not worth $5 or $6. And it just frustrates me that the League of Legends community is coming to this money-mongering bullcrap. But I'll get more into that later. Right now, let's start this game of League of Legends. There's a long history of people spending a lot of money in League, sometimes up to, $1,000, $2,000. I mean, I know personal friends who've done that. And, but we all regretfully buy skins and champs with RP because it's so hard to accumulate IP in this game. Each match gives you about 100 to 170 IP, and some of the best champions that you can buy cost about 4,800 and 6,300. And skins can only be bought with RP, which actually costs real money. But now, with chroma skins, it's becoming ridiculous. I could understand before when you would buy a badass skin for your champion that would make it look amazing, but now when it's just changing the color of your champion, it's not worth it. But above and beyond all this, League is still an incredible game. It's not a pay-to-win game. You don't have to buy anything. The game is free, which immediately puts it above any other game I've ever played personally. And even though some might view this as wasting your money, I believe it's well worth the hours of enjoyment I've received from this game. Oh, and by the way, this is just the early stage of the game. I'm just farming my jungle right now. Nothing interesting will happen until a little bit later, but I'll definitely point it out when it does. But overall, the producers of League of Legends, Riot, have a great business plan. Recently releasing the over $30 DJ Soda skin, which I will put a link to in the description. That's the kind of content that I like to see and that I will pay good money for. But even though we pay for something that downright doesn't affect the game, at least League of Legends is not a pay-to-win game, or a console game that costs you $60 to $70 off the bat, plus maybe a $120 premium version, or $40 DLC that you actually need to experience the full story of the game. No, what we're given here is the full, complete story with a little bit of add-on that we're, voluntarily paying for. Oh, and you might see me mess up here. I'm a little bit too low to do a full clear, but as long as I go to red buff, I should be fine. But thinking back to my childhood, it was the most amazing thing to get $20 from your parents, because that meant you could go buy a game for your Game Boy or your PS2. But right before my very eyes, I saw the price of games go from $20 to $30 to $40 to $50, and now $60 or $70 just to enjoy what I did as a child. But my main example for this point is the game Destiny, if you all are familiar with it. It was the craziest, most hyped game of last year, and everybody was so excited for it. But all of that excitement fell flat the second we played it, because we realized that it was a half-done game. $60 just for part of the game that we had been waiting so long for. But that's not the worst of it. There were clear plot holes that indicated upcoming DLC. And I'm not kidding. There was a point where a character said, "I could tell you about," and then insert plot point here, but the point is that they didn't tell you about that. It's going to be a DLC. You bought this full game just to be told that you could be told about the story and the rich lore behind it, but you're not. You're going to have to pay another $20 for it. Before the corporate world got their grubby hands on gaming, it used to be something really special. A place in a world separate from our own, separate from our time, that you could escape to at any time, no matter how stressed you were with work or family or whatever was hurting you. But it seems like as every year passes, gaming is more about taking money out of gamers' wallets than putting joy in their hearts. And honestly, I think League could make a good start with that on Chroma Pack, possibly making them free or at least less expensive, or even part of a deal with a skin. Looks like mid lane's not going too well. Gotta cover their tower for a second here. Alright, he's back. But anyway, maybe it's because of the popularity of video games that they're becoming so expensive. I mean, 32 million people watched the Season 3 World Finals, and that was a number of years ago. Huh, with that many people, a lot of money could be made. I think I'm gonna go ahead and look for a gank here mid, and hopefully show you guys how much ass Vi can kick. Overall, League is a really growing community. There's more and more people signing up every day. And even though Riot has been good about not taking money from us, I just think chroma packs are a step in the wrong direction. Time to go save mid lane. Hopefully I'll be able to grab a kill here. My mid laner is pretty low. Shit, he's definitely gonna die, but I can hopefully pop off a kill here. And boom, there we go. Let's see if I can get the mid laner too. He might escape. I don't think my Q is gonna be up in time though. Damn. Yeah, he's gone. But another negative way that money mongering can affect games is making them be released too soon. And a prime example of this was the game Battlefield 4. Now, don't get me wrong, I was a really big fan of that game, and it was developed by DICE, one of my favorite companies, but unfortunately DICE is a part of EA, and they had a deadline to get the game out. I think it was something like Christmas or another holiday, but the point is that because they were trying to get more money, they ended up releasing an unfinished game, and it was very buggy and it would crash on certain maps. But normally I'd be okay with this. They fixed it after a couple patches and it was fine. But what really pissed me off is that I was a big fan of the Battlefield series, and so I ended up paying $120 for the normal and the premium version of this game. Or I think it may have been some limited edition or something, it was a long time ago. But the point is, to spend that much money on something that I cared about so much, and then to be essentially ripped off by a game that crashes every other game, it was upsetting to me. And I haven't bought another game from the Battlefield series or a game from EA since. So it's counterintuitive to have such obvious money grabbing strategies because they make people not want to play your games or buy from your company again. Ooh, and I might actually get another kill here. Ah, nope, I missed the cue. But maybe, just maybe, if I'm lucky, he'll stick around. Let's see. Oh, god damn it, Zed. Why can't you ever handle yourself? I'm gonna have to go kill this Talon again. Maybe I can get another kill up mid. Ah, looks like my luck paid off, and I should be able to get this Nidalee because I do have ult. There it is. E, and... ah, she flashed away. But my cube will be back up soon, so maybe I can pick up a kill on Talon. Let me just stay around a little bit longer. I don't want Nidalee to kill my mid laner. Ooh, here we go. And landed my Q, but I don't think I do enough damage to take him down here, unless he's just gonna stand there like an idiot. Okay then. But yeah, if anything, having products that cost too much is a guarantee that you're gonna lose customers. Hell, it's the reason why I switched over to PC. I can get a whole bunch more free games on this, instead of having to pay $60 per game on my $300, $400, $500 console. With non-traditional careers like YouTubing and gaming becoming realistic now, I guess the companies expect us hardcore gamers to be able to pay more, but it's really not the case. Even though gaming is becoming more and more diverse every day, all the gamers that I know are poor college students that can't really afford to pay more and more as inflation in video games goes up. The way I see it, the more people that play video games, the less they should cost because you have more people to buy them. And if video game companies lower their prices, then they'll have a more diverse audience and sell more games. That is the difference between League of Legends and any console game or really any other game that I've played before. It seems like overall League has got the right business idea. I mean, they're a company with a sense of humor about themselves who give you a great game for free. And honestly, at that point, they don't even have to ask to get my money. I mean, it's not like money grabbing hasn't existed since the beginning of gaming. Huh. Looking back on some of the games my mom bought me as a kid, they were a total waste of money, not even worth their production value. Ah, looks like we might get some more action this game. They're trying to take Dragon, and looks like my team's trying to contest too. I'm gonna head down and see what I can pick up after this. Overall, the gaming industry isn't that bad. There's only a few big problem companies like EA who really push the production of games and end up ruining them. And the indie gaming community, which produces a lot of free and low price games, is growing a lot recently. I'm gonna take their blue here with my Q, see if I can get that mana regeneration. Ooh, maybe I can pick up a kill here too. I gotta focus on this fight for a moment. Nidalee's gonna get away. Maybe I can fight this Morgana. Ooh, actually Zed's gonna get Nidalee. And I'll let him take care of this Morgana too. Well, I take this blue, because my champion really needs the mana. But some of the most fun games I've ever played have been free or maybe $10, $5 indie games. Games like Tory Bash and the Mountain Blade series, which are honestly excellent games, have given me the same amount of enjoyment as a $60 console game for a sixth of the price. Haha, this Talon thinks he can take me. You thought wrong, kid. You thought wrong. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you try to mess with the Zohan. But anyway, wrapping up my final point, you don't need to be a giant corporate company to make a game that everybody will like. Nor do you need to cut corners or hide half your game in the form of DLC to make money. With an influx of a new generation of younger, more enthusiastic gamers, I think the price of video games should go down to accommodate. And Riot, although I love you, stop trying to trick me with lots of tiny DLCs. If you come out with a skin that your company has obviously put a lot of work into, yeah, I'll pay for that. But not just a color change, or one of your many cheap IP boosts. Gaming is about entertainment, not corporate stealing. It's about filling your brain and heart, not emptying your wallet. But most of all, gaming is about you, the gamer. Without you, the companies make no money. They're making these games to please you, to get you to buy them. So never forget your power as a customer. understand that you should have a direct say in the content that you play, and understand that as gamers we have to make sure that we're not getting ripped off. Well, that's it for me in this video. Stick around for the second half of the video to see me get 10 kills and not die a single time with Vi, but hope you guys enjoy the Vi gameplay, and I'll see you in the next one.
Let's get to the fun part. Sometimes you gotta think it over. They'll never know what hit 'em. Here I come to save the day. Or wreck it. Let's get to the fun part. Killjover's fun. I like my hands. I'm doing this my way. If you hit a wall, hit it hard. Who needs a beat down?
Jackal.